Have you ever joined starving artists and seen the most amazing arts on display that always get sold for the highest prices? Like these, for example, or the ones I've displayed on screen. I'm going to show you how to make realistic or detailed art in starving artists in the easiest way possible. Let's get started. Okay, so first thing you need to do is open a Chrome and download the image you want to draw. For example, I'm just going to search for a cat. Make sure to get an up-close image, something like this. Something very close to the camera, otherwise it might get blurred out or too pixelated. Then just find your image, save it. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is go to a website called Photopea. Sort of like a free version of Photoshop, except without the cool features and AI tools. I will have the website in the description below. When you open the Photopea website, you're going to see something like this. Just click on New Project and go to Instagram size 1080 by 1080 pixels. Then click on the Create button. Now it'll open you into a brand new project. Now all we need to do is import our image and pixelate it. So we can do that by pressing File, Open in Place, and get your image. Now that it's loaded in Photopea, let's adjust the size and scaling of it so it can fit our canvas. You can change the size by clicking on these white squares and dragging in or out, and you can position it by clicking on your image and dragging it around. You're gonna have to go to the layers area, and you should see the image you just imported. Underneath that there should be a background layer. Click on that and go to image. Go to image and image size. What you're gonna do, you're gonna make your image size smaller. That will make it pixelated. Now the size for starving artist is usually 32 for the width, but I'm just gonna put it to 34 for better resolution. Now we're gonna see your image sort of disappeared. You're just going to need to zoom in. You can zoom in by pressing the button underneath the hand option. Yes, perfect. We're going to screenshot this because you want the grids. Now go to File, New, click on same Instagram 1080 by 1080 pixels, create. Just do the same thing you did before but with the screenshot. So go to File, Open in Place. Now adjust the size again. It's alright if it's not perfectly fit in, just make the screen a bit bigger. Now go to your layers option and press the little paper icon. That will create a new layer. And click on the paintbrush icon in left. Just choose any color that's not a part of your painting, or that's not very similar to the colors on your painting. That's not very similar to the colors on your image. Go to Roblox, go and draw. Go to Roblox, go to your booth and start drawing on a new canvas. I suggest painting on the edges of your canvas. Like for example, the areas I've highlighted in black. This makes it more easier to understand where the pixels are going to be placed. I'm just going to delete this black stuff. Now that I'm back into my image, I'm just going to start off at an area. Well, I'll just start here at the very bottom of the canvas. I'll just highlight this in red, the part I'm going to draw. It's easier to make out which pixels are already painted and which are not. So now click on the eyedropper tool to select the color of your image. Select the color of the part you just painted and go to the color option and copy your hex code. Now change the color back to red and go to starving artist and click on the color wheel tool and paste the hex code in with Control V or Command V. Now you got the color, just paint those pixels in. Do the same thing for like the entire portrait until you're done. Oh, and by the way, if your toolbars suddenly disappear, just press Tab F and it will go back to normal.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. It makes me wanna dribble dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it. 6 feet 2 in a compact, no slack, but luckily the seats go back. I got it.
No idea what's happening with this guy just randomly flying everywhere. I think he's a hacker. You hacking? How is he? He's just swimming in the air. How is he doing that? I stopped to show you a few more examples since a lot of rich people came on my server out of nowhere. Like, look at this. Beautiful. I actually made another drawing of a cat before. Here is it. How are you walking? What? Fish. He's a living fish. Add fishies. Interesting. Cool. It's a small tip I can share with you. Don't leave your game out of nowhere, otherwise it won't save your changes, which is not a good thing, obviously. All your work will be gone. So just like wait 5 or 4 minutes before leaving. I'll be able to understand what the drawing is at first, but it will slowly build up the more pixels we will add. Now for example, you can see the small cat's mustache a bit, and you can see its patterning right now. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. This is what the final product looks like. If you want to get more of your art sold, starving artists, the video displayed on screen.